Yes, sir. We're back. We're better than ever. And this is episode number 50 of Generational Sports. Josh, we're at the halfway mark to a hundo. Now, let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
We've probably done more than 50 episodes. I'm not going to lie to the people out there.
That's what I'm thinking.
And we've absolutely misnumbered them. And see, Josh, here's the other problem. It's not like we can go back and look at the podcast to see how many episodes we've done because we've missed a few uploads. You know, we've probably misnumbered those. So we're kind of dumb, honestly.
But it also could be the other way. We could have.
No, I definitely think we've done 50.
Really? I mean, I think we definitely.
Bro, all right, because think about this. Think about this. We met in last year's fantasy football draft.
And that's coming up, right?
And that's been, I mean, I've already done like 2 dynasty drafts.
Right. Yeah.
And then
it was right around this time. It's just about like.
Yeah, because weren't we on the live lineup before the season started? The NFL season? I feel like we were on the live lineup because I remember us always leading into Monday Night Football.
I mean, probably. I mean, shit, there's probably 52, bro. It's probably a year, but
probably been a year. But you know what? And Josh, you know what? I haven't even run this past you, and you're just gonna say yes anyway because it's a great idea. I think for the 50th episode, you know what? Let me check something real quick first. And I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I actually forgot I was connected to my speaker still because, you know, your boy has to bump in the shower. If you ain't listening to some music in the shower, that's the best time to listen. All right, let me go to our YouTube channel. How many subscribers? All right, we got 14 subs on the YouTube. First of all, we need to run that up, people. Come on.
Yeah, come on now.
I say, Josh, this is the 50th episode. When we hit 100 subscribers on the YouTube. And what are we at on Twitter right now? Let's take a gander. Oh, that's the wrong Twitter account. I have 4. Stick with me, people. And we're at 148 on Twitter. I say when we're at 100 and 200, we do a nice little Amazon gift card giveaway for the fans.
I love it. We should definitely.
You know what? Here's my thing, too. You ready, Josh? I think if you follow the Twitter account, bam, you get 1 point. Yeah. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, bam, 2 points. If you leave a review on the podcast, 3 points.
Boom.
That's how you get, and the more points you accrue, the more interest you're getting. That's my plan, Josh. How do we feel?
I like it actually. I mean, when you say you have a good idea, I get a little skeptical because.
Whoa! Let's calm down.
Well, I feel like, I mean, you know, you could come up with an idea. It doesn't mean it's always good, but I feel like you.
Josh, do you know who I am?
With an idea, like that's exactly what I'm getting at. I mean, you come up with an idea. There's no way it can be.
It's my ideas are greatness personified. I just want to throw that out there.
This is a great idea. I love this idea. This is a great idea.
You know, I appreciate that. I do. All right, and another thing before we move on, I need the people of the comment section to agree with me on this one. So I get a call. What was this? Sunday? No. Saturday. Friday? One of those days. That this man, Josh, I had to shave the beard, blah, blah. He's all distraught about it. Now, listen, is his beard shorter than before? Yes. But he still has a beard. This man is not babyface like he made it seem.
I'm not saying I had Ryan Fitzpatrick beard, but if Ryan Fitzpatrick got his beard down to where it was just trimmed and shaped up, he cut his beard, like he shaved his beard.
Yeah, but the way you made it seem was that you were babyface now.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're like, bro, I can't believe it. I had to shave.
Stop it. Don't even give me that voice. Don't give me that bullshit.
Bro, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I shaved my beard. I shaved my beard. I don't hate it where it's at right now. I don't love it. I'm definitely growing it back out. But I mean, I shaved my beard. I don't care what you say.
You trimmed it.
I did not trim it. I shaved it.
It's trimmed. Josh, you know what? I'm prepared for this.
Connie, how are you? How are you today, Connie?
You know, I'm chilling, bro. Had a nice day off of work. Went to the Yankee game yesterday. Of course, as per usual, when I go, they lost. But hey, it was a good time. My brother, his fiance, a bunch of my brother's friends, one of my boys. We had a good time. That's all you can ask for, Josh.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I got another one to go to on the 21st with my boy, so maybe they'll win then. But it was good to be back. I hadn't done the Yankee Stadium since like 2018. I didn't go in 2019, obviously last year. Nobody did. So I finally made it back, and I'm lit. I'm happy. So yeah, not bad. Around chilling today, taking care of the cats, because that's what a responsible man in the house has to do. But Josh, let's get into it, okay? And I'm going to disappoint you, right?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, by the way.
I thought we basically went over that.
Well, I wanted you to ask me because I wanted to tell you I thought you'd be delighted to know I started The Sopranos.
Did you? Now, how far are we?
I'm about 6 episodes. I'm about 6 episodes.
Okay. Now, I won't lie to you. I have still not finished it because I'm like dreading. You know where you find a scene? No, it's not even that. Like, I could have finished it a while ago. I don't do anything with
but
my
you don't
life.
want to.
Be real here. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's to the point, as my co-host. Make sure you guys go follow that Twitter as well, Backstop Banner.
I'll be on Thursday.
Yes, Josh, you're on.
I'm there this week. I'm on this week.
But you see, like, a series you find that you finally like, and then it's just creeping towards the end. And it's like, damn, what am I going to do after this? Mm-hmm. So I just haven't finished it. I only have like 4 episodes left. And I look at it every day and I'm like, nah, not today. Not today. And I'm like looking at other shows to see if I can find one that I'll like. But Josh, you know what I did? You know what I did see that, came out I think in 2019 that everybody loved. I never saw it. Joker.
You never saw that?
I never saw it. I never went to the theaters to see it. I finally watched it. Now let me tell you something. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as everybody said, but I enjoyed it. Great. A phenomenal acting job by my mans, though. I mean, unbelievable. I just don't know if I don't know if I just gripped into the story, though. You know what I mean?
I just thought it was a good movie. I mean, the Joker is a good character.
Oh, no. Great.
Robert De Niro's in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, very good movie.
Oh, here we go. How many times are we going to ask this?
I've heard of them. I know. What song do they?
Right? Wait, no. Do you know a song by them, or do you know a song where their name is in?
No, because there's a very famous song by them. I just can't remember the name.
See, I don't know that, but there's a rap song that somebody says their name in it, and that's the only reason I know them.
Well, now I'm thinking. Now I'm trying to, because who says it in their song?
I can't remember that either, but I just remember a bar where they say it.
Yeah, I have heard of them, though. I am aware of them.
But, Josh, I'm going to start off the show by disappointing.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to just say real quick, Tony I don't like his decision he just made, giving Uncle Jew and the reins. I don't like it. I'm just going to say I don't like it.
Don't worry, you just got to watch the show.
I know he's got something up his sleeve. He already, got his way a little bit, but I just don't like it. I don't like Uncle Jim.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Beat up my boy Chris. Chris is my favorite character so far. That's my dude.
Chris is up there. Tony will be your favorite character, though. Don't worry.
I feel like it's not fair to pick the main character.
It's fair. Listen, I'm sorry. If you watch Breaking Bad and you say Walter White wasn't your favorite character, you're lying to yourself.
Oh, because Jesse's my favorite character. Walter is a scumbag. Walter is a scumbag.
But I feel like there's nothing like a good anti-hero, bro. I'm so sick of the goody. I'm so sick of the goody, hero save the day. I want a Walter White. I want a Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I agree. I just think Walter. You try to kill a kid, man. You're kind of on my shit list.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
He didn't have to do that, though.
He did. He had to get Jesse back in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, to benefit himself, man. No,
Hell yeah! Wait, so you finished Breaking Bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the best scenes in that entire show, and it's terribly underrated, bro. The part at the end of the series where he's finally talking to Skylar at the end, and she's like, "Don't you dare say this. It was for the family, blah blah blah." And he's like, "You know what? No, I did it because I liked it and I was good at it." And it's just finally that, like, yeah, you know what? I did do it for you guys at the beginning, but then I figured out it was for me and I stuck to it. Michael, what's going on?
Yeah.
Gen Z is on YouTube. We are.
Yes, sir.
We love you too, Michael. Make sure you get everybody to subscribe to our YouTube. Hey, Michael, you could win the Amazon gift card yourself. Yeah, when we reach 100 subscribers over there, 200 followers on Twitter, we're giving away an Amazon gift card. So listen, go ahead, tell everybody you want. Listen, you can make a fake account for all I care. You really could. And then listen, also make sure you leave a review and give us 5 stars on the pod on app over there on Apple. And we'll feel real good about ourselves. But Josh, let's get into it. It's been 10 minutes. We haven't even talked about sports yet. But you know what? Who cares? It's our show. We can do what we want. But like I said, I'm going to disappoint you, Josh. I didn't see UFC 265. I didn't see it. I had an event to go to. I had an event to go to on that Saturday night. I saw the main event, though. That is the only fight I actually got home in time to see the main event.
So you watched probably one of the most boring fights.
No, probably the worst fight I think I've seen in my time watching the UFC, bro. Absolutely terrible.
In general, it was disappointing, but I mean, hey, man.
So, Josh, I have to leave this recap to you until we get to said main event.
Right. Michael Chiesa and I can't remember who he fought, but I mean, if you like grappling and you like submissions, that was a fight for fans of that. You know, Chiesa gets him to the ground. He's looking for a guillotine, then tries to get the rear naked choke. Doesn't get it. And then I can't remember his opponent, but Usman called him out actually a little bit after the fight. He said he might see him soon. And I could see it happening. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. I don't think it's Pedro Munoz because I think that's who Jose Aldo fought. And I can't remember who Chiesa fought, but he's a very good fighter. It was just a submission battle. It was beautiful to watch. Chiesa wound up getting choked out and tapping. So, but it was a good fight. And then I do have to apologize to Jose Aldo. Last week I was a clown and said he was out of his prime and took Pedro Munoz. And that might have been one of the best fights I've ever seen Jose Aldo put on. Broke his own record for most strikes in a single fight. Just dominated the kid. Jose Aldo's still very good. I mean, he was 5 in this fight. I think if he can keep doing that, he might get himself another title shot. But I do have to apologize for calling him out of his prime. That was a clown comment. I'll take the L on that. But now we're at the main event. What did you think of Gane versus Lewis?
Listen, I wanted Lewis to win because obviously, nice story. Is kind of where he's from and everything like that. A heavy hitter, the big knockouts, which obviously a lot of people in the MMA community enjoy. Well, I would think at least that's what I enjoy certainly. Mm-hmm. So I was locked into it. Yeah, and it's just it didn't do anything for me. And I don't know if it's because he lost. I don't really think that matters because it's not like I was invested in either one of them. I'll be honest with you. I hadn't heard of the other guy yet. I mean, after seeing his highlights and stuff like that, I understood that he was an animal. But I wasn't invested in him. I'm not invested in Derek Lewis. I think I just wanted him to win because it would have been a nice story and everything like that. But I mean, there was just no point in the fight where you thought Derek Lewis was going to win. And that's the thing. If the person I want to win isn't going to, I at least want an entertaining fight. There's been times I've wanted somebody to win and then they've lost via decision or something like that. And I'm a little bummed out, but I'm like, damn, I just watched a very good fight. I just watched 2 people go at it, give it everything they had, blah, 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 whatever. Bro, that fight was pointless. I'm sorry. There was literally 0 point in even having that fight. I mean, what's the other guy's name again?
Cyril Gane.
Yeah. Gane was just way too athletic for him. I mean, he was switching stances like he was a freaking ballerina out there. Like he was ballet dancing. Switching stances, moving across the ring while using his reach. Every time Lewis tried to come and down, I was like, never mind. I'm just going to go over here now. And like Lewis makes no adjustments because, it's kind of like they were right. A lot of people leading up to the fight were like, he's not really a UFC fighter. He just hits really hard and he can catch you. And I was like, damn, I feel like these people are kind of being rough on my mans. And then I watched the fight because I'm going to be honest with you, I hadn't really seen too many of his fights either. I was like, you know what? They were not wrong. I should probably leave the commentary to the experts because, well, I would have looked stupid if I said anything else. But, yeah, there was just not a single point in time I thought Derek Lewis was ever going to win. And then Gane just bodied him in that last round with the TKO.
No, I mean, I like how you said you haven't seen a lot of Derek Lewis's fight, and I feel like a lot of the people commenting on his performance have never seen him fight once. There are very few times in Derek Lewis's career where, like, before he knocks someone the fuck out, he's winning the fight. There are very few times where he's up on the scorecard, has the most strikes. Like, that's not his game. He lets you get confident, lets you close the distance, and then puts your lights out. That's what he did to Curtis Blades the fight before this. Curtis Blades was beating the shit out of him. And then he got close and got caught with an uppercut. And Gane is not like those other guys. He was very smart with it. He knew what Derek Lewis wanted. He wanted him to get close, so he kept the distance with the leg kicks. And then when he got his opportunities to hit, you saw him run away like a scared little girl because it just takes one for Derek Lewis to put you to sleep and win. And I just feel like everyone's saying, like, Derek Lewis only threw one strike that round. It's like, that's what he does. He's waiting. He's just loading up the entire round, waiting for you to get close. And he had his opportunities. When he got hurt, the first time when he went down, when they didn't finish it, he got hurt. He threw a couple, just missed them, but that's his game plan. One of those hits and Gane is asleep, and it's a whole different story. But Gane was very smart with what he did out there. He's a middleweight in the heavyweight's body. The way he moves, just how smart he is in the ring. But I mean, it's just I'm no UFC genius. I don't claim to be. I mean, I know a little bit about it because I do my research on these guys. But it's just you can tell who's never knows what these fighters are about. They just think heavyweights. They're supposed to go in there and slug it out. That's not what they do. Derek Lewis is going to pick his spots and he's not going to waste his energy. But Gane caught him, and that was basically the end of it. But and Gane is going to kill him. I love that people are like, he can really put up a fight against Ngannou. He can put up a fight. It's going to be a very entertaining fight because Gane he's undefeated. He just beat Derek Lewis, which is not an easy thing to do. He's beat some very impressive fighters. But Ngannou he's got Derek Lewis's knockout power, but he also can move like Gane. He doesn't have the leg kicks like Gane. He's not going to be as quick as Gane, but he's going to match everything with a lot more power. It's to me, it was a good fight. I mean, I was just watching Derek Lewis load up. I was impressed with what Gane did. And then I was just praying for that Derek Lewis knockout. And it's crazy because he threw about 3 in a row that were dead to rights gone. He threw an uppercut, and then he came back with an overhand. And I was just like, man, so close to connecting and just changing what this whole fight was. But, I mean.
Can I give you a comparison?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this fight, because like you said, you enjoyed it. I did not. And, you definitely know more about the UFC than I do. I kind of just got into it over the past year, like kind of the pandemic situation. I mean, before that, I would watch like McGregor fight and John Jones fight. And after that, I would turn it off. Or I wouldn't watch it, leading up to it or anything like that. I almost feel like this was the Ram Patriots Super Bowl of a few years ago. Where,
absolutely.
Like, if you knew what was happening and you appreciate the sport in itself and you weren't just, like a casual fan who, I'm there for the commercials or I'm watching because it's the Super Bowl. But, like, you're a true football fan. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people in football still hated that Super Bowl because they thought it was boring because it wasn't high scoring like we all thought it would be. But if you watch that Super Bowl, it was, Bill Belichick, the defensive genius, versus Sean McVay, the upcoming, offensive genius, and, the chess match that was going on between them. And this fight, like you said, was kind of boring to me because I don't understand it. And that Super Bowl would have been boring to other people because they're like, yo, there's literally 13 points scored right now. Like, and we're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are we doing here? I could have been at home.
Yeah.
But like you said, you watch it, you know more, and it's, oh, this is the typical Derek Lewis fight. Maybe he is going to get that knockout, or is Gane just going to continue doing this? So it's entertaining for you. It's not for me, but at the end of the day, Gane wins. It looks like he's taking on Ngannou, and I just want to see him. I just want to see Ngannou fight again.
Like for real, dude. I mean, I hate that they even brought out a belt, dude. Like, he's not the heavyweight champ. Why does he get a belt? Like, interim. It's not like Ngannou got suspended or retired. Like,
yeah, he literally just didn't want to fight, right?
Yeah, they couldn't come to terms on money because they've been talking about John Jones and Ngannou, and the money wasn't there yet. So Dana White was like, "We need a heavyweight title fight. Let's make up a belt."
Bro, I literally will cry, real tears, for Ngannou and John Jones.
Well, unfortunately, Dana's making it prolonging even longer because we're gonna have Gane versus Ngannou first, and I pray Ngannou does what he does because the fight we all know is the heavyweight title is if John Jones moves up to heavyweight.
You think John Jones has a chance?
I mean, if he's been in the gym this whole time training, it's John Jones, man.
That's what I'm saying. Some people would say no. I'm sticking with my boy. I love Ngannou, especially after I watched that Joe Rogan episode where he was with the interview and everything like that. I finally sat down and watched that. Absolutely incredible. Bro, let me tell you something. Love me some John Jones, though.
I don't know if I could make a pick in that fight because, I mean, I'd want to go Ngannou, but it's John Jones. Like,
I would go with John Jones just because I want him to win. That's when I would let my heart take over.
Yeah. No, I mean the only way I'd be happy with this interim belt is if it was Derek Lewis. I'd be like, hey, he's a heavyweight champion, man. He's the champ. That's the only way I'd be happy about it. But since it's Gane, I mean, Gane's young. I don't want to call him a champ yet because he hasn't beat the champ. But he's on his way. I mean, dude's 10 fights in, 10-0. Very impressive wins. Very impressive. I mean, I'm not saying Gane sucks. I'm just saying y'all need to understand who Derek Lewis is before you just look at that fight and judge him off that. If they want to know what Derek Lewis is about, just go back and watch the fight before this. His fight against Curtis Blades. That's just exactly what Derek Lewis does.
Yes, sir. All right. With that being said,
we don't got any fights. We don't got any fights till the 21st now.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin Gastelum versus.
What's going on, Dana?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't got no UFC fight nights. What's going on?
Yeah. And no pay-per-view until no UFC 266 is September, I think. So we got a while.
November? Wait, you say November?
September.
Oh, September.
Next month.
Okay, I was about to say, bro.
Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler are back.
Oh, yeah, Nick Diaz returned.
Valentina Shevchenko is fighting, defending her belt again.
Yo, I need my girl Rose back.
For real. I mean, yeah. She won that belt. I want to see her fight again. I bet it's going to be a rematch. And I would really.
You think?
Because, I mean, she got – I was rooting for Rose, and I thought she was going to win. But that leg kick came out of nowhere. I think I'm blanking on her name too, but the champ before her, I think she deserves another shot at it.
Gosh, I can't think of her name either.
It's a beautiful.
I can
put on her face.
Nah, just absolutely incredible. But we will move on to the NBA and the NBA Summer League currently going on. Listen, another thing that I won't watch. Listen, basketball is my third sport. I barely, and I mean barely, like preseason football, and football can arguably be my number one sport along with baseball. And I don't watch spring training games for baseball. I might watch a game of preseason football. So for my third sport, damn well I ain't watching no summer league basketball. So Josh, if anything's going on in the summer league, listen, the only thing I know of is Jello. Obviously, because that's, what will make the headlines, what will get people the clicks. So I know a little bit about him, but other than that, I'm out. I'm out on the summer league. I know that people probably want to watch rookies. In fact, we got our very own Aaron Washington, our business casual basketball host. He's down there in the summer league watching some of that.
Sure.
I believe that we're supposed to be getting a picture. I think he was supposed to go out with Perry and Christian or something for a nice little dinner one day. So I'm waiting for that iconic selfie that I'm sure that Perry's going to take. I guarantee it's Perry in the middle. I'll bet you $20 right now. $20.
No, I'm on that too. I know it's got to be Perry in the middle.
I can see it now. So yeah, Josh, tell me about the summer league. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not out here watching it crazy either. I'm really just watching the rookies, coming into this year just to see a little bit. And even on that, it's don't take it too seriously what they do out there. If they have a great game, good. If they have a bad game, it's their first taste of NBA basketball. They're probably all nervous. Watched our Thunder, watched our boy Josh Giddey. He twisted his ankle about 2 minutes into the game and left and didn't come back. I think he can run the offense. Didn't get to see too much of it. First play of the game, he got a pick and roll, drove to the basket, had a nice dunk. And then he called, it's funny because he called for an ISO, and he's like, get out the way, like some Kobe shit, like get out the face. And he goes between the legs, step back, and then got blocked on the three. And I was just like, God damn it, Giddey. But then he left, and so I didn't get to see too much of him. Like what I saw from the other rookies. Jalen Green for the Rockets. He was talked about to be the best scorer in this draft. He showed it. Dude was a walking bucket. He had 26 in his first game. And Evan Mobley, I love Evan Mobley. I think he has the potential to be a very good center. But he has a lot of work to do. Just a lot of not skill-wise, just IQ out there, just knowing what he's doing. But then again, the summer league really doesn't mean shit. Shout out to Jello. Hit 5 threes. Get that man on the active roster.
Yo, I did not realize how tatted my boy is.
Yeah. He used all his VC on tats, bro.
Spend all the VC. In fact, I think he had to go to the 2K store and buy more VC.
Yeah, probably.
Let me tell you something that I'm almost sad about, right? This is getting off topic as well, though. But now that we mentioned VC, it reminds me of 2K. And 2K also reminds me of Madden. Listen, MLB The Show came out. I'm not even buying Madden or 2K, bro. I'm not even buying them.
I wait until – because I'm buying them on release, bro, because it's pointless because I usually only do it for my team and Ultimate Team, and the cards suck on release date. So I usually wait till that shit drops to $20 for the special events or whatever, and I just cop it then. I'm not paying $60 because if I'm buying it early, I'm pre-ordering it.
Absolutely. You got to pre-order so you can get all the extra stuff with it.
Yeah, and if I'm not doing that, I'm not buying it once it's out.
I was at this little event on Saturday. One of my boys came up to me and was like, "Yo, are you buying Madden this year?" I was like, "Nah, I'm literally on the show only." And he was like, "Damn, so somebody's gonna take your crown?" I was like, "I guess so." I was like, "I'm not even defending it. I'm not even defending the crown." Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Nobody around here beating me in Madden. Nobody does. Well, listen, first of all, you're not from around here. Second of all, I would beat you anyway.
What does that mean?
I just said nobody from around here beats me. I'm like
You don't know. I'm from New York, bro. You know that?
Okay. Oh, yeah, where?
Bro, I'm from New York.
Where in New York? You want to give me a county real quick?
New York.
Oh, yeah, New York County. I love that county. My favorite.
I was born there. That's what I'm saying. I was born, then I moved.
Yeah. All right. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Mister, I shaved my beard.
No cap, bro. I was born.
That's cap right there.
No cap. I'm a Tim's on when I came out the womb, bro.
Yeah. No cap. Yeah, listen, I had a Yankee with no brim, so it's fine. It's fine. All right, Josh, let's go to the offseason winners and losers of the NBA. And let me tell you something. The two of the winners have been recently. Are we going with players or are we going with teams here? We got to go with players, right? Because we already did teams.
We did draft teams.
We did. Yeah, you're right. We did winners and losers of the playoffs, not the.
We can do players. We can do players first.
I'll do players. You do teams, right? Because let me tell you something. Luka, Trey secured the bag, the absolute bag. So you ain't got to tell me nothing about winners or losers because those are the top two. You know what? Actually, I lied. Another winner, Steph Curry.
KD
my man. No. But see, here's the thing. My man Curry casually signed another $200 million contract. First player ever to sign two.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude's worth it. Every penny, too. Every penny.
So, I mean,
hey. KD, bro. KD, 4 years, 198. You make that a fifth year, that's like what? Because that's like 49 a year. So that's like 247 over 5 if he did the fifth year.
Bro, but why couldn't he sign a $200 million?
Because he only wanted the 4 years. He said, give me 4 years here in Brooklyn. See how Kyrie and Harden look in 4 years. And then I might skirt on out of here.
Nah, you think he's going to do it to another team?
I mean, listen, bro. I don't know. I can't predict that. But all I'm saying is 4 years from now, Brooklyn could be looking very different. Very different.
I wouldn't even go with 4 years. Isn't Harden's contract up after this year?
Well, KD just extended, so that's what I'm saying. Like in 4 years, I'm not sure if it's a player out because I don't know how many years left on his current contract. So it might be a 6-year deal plus, like, I mean, who knows? I was surprised when he did the 4-year extension because I thought
maybe he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to finish my career here."
2 years. Maybe. I mean, why not? Good market, good squad over there. Why not?
Yo, did you see the picture of like how much the Nets lineup was? Like the old starting lineup, like how much money they've made?
Mm-hmm.
They made like combined, I think they've made over like $500 million since like leaving the Nets because D'Angelo Russell got his contract.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Karis
LeVert, Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and then they had Joe Harris in there too, who obviously is still with the Nets. But bro, like they all signed huge contracts.
Yeah, they all worked their ass off, bro. I mean, that Nets team before KD and all them showed up, that was a fun team to watch with D'Lo All-Star year.
Is it fair to get into the debate of they would have been better if they didn't trade for Harden?
I mean, I think it's fair. I just don't.
I wish that we could, shout out Marvel and we could go into an alternate timeline and see the Nets with KD and Kyrie and keeping everybody. And then
just having Jared Allen.
See, that's the thing. Or like, I wish we could see what would have happened if they had Jared Allen and KD, Kyrie, and Harden.
And Karis LeVert too, who just had a career year with the Pacers after they traded.
See, no. That's the thing. Like, I don't care about anybody else. I just wanted those four.
Just KD and Kyrie?
No, KD, Kyrie, Harden, and Allen. Like, if they, during that Harden trade, if they could have kept Jared Allen.
Oh.
I want to see what that would have been like.
I would love to see that too, but I don't think there's any way that trade happens.
No, the trade wouldn't have happened. Absolutely not.
Right, but because that team, I mean, Jared Allen down low, that'd be.
Like, I wonder what the team would have done. Tyrell on God. Exactly. I know that you're.
That would have been crazy.
I know you're a little Net fan, but an actual Net fan too, not even bandwagon. Believe it or not.
I just think it's funny when because they were comparing the lineups of the Lakers and Nets and talking about how old they are, and they had DeAndre Jordan as the starting center. Man didn't play one playoff minute.
Did you see the picture though too when they were showing the Lakers and it was everybody, and then it was like with all them with like old the filter on of like with their old faces, and then they showed Jared Dudley and it was just the same picture. Like they didn't do anything to his face. If Steve Nash would have played Claxton, it would have been way better. I still don't really understand that. I don't understand the Claxton play during the playoffs. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because what were they going with? Blake at the 5?
I think it was just Blake at the 5, KD, Harris, Kyrie.
Like, why wouldn't you go
Bruce Brown?
Why wouldn't you go KD?
I think they weren't experienced then, I think, at that point. I think that's just all they were doing.
Yeah, he could have guarded Giannis way better. I mean, yeah, because Giannis was eating Blake Griffin alive.
Yeah.
Because I think Griffin had like one good game against him. And everybody was like, oh, yep, we solved it. We can guard Giannis now. So they kept going back to it, and then by the time I feel like they realized that he was getting absolutely bodied, then they couldn't.
You know, I mean,
but Josh, who are your winners and losers?
Yeah, I'm going winner. I'm going actually the Wizards. I know they traded away Russ. I don't think Dinwiddie is going to come in and do what Russ did, because a lot of people in saying that are like, Dinwiddie's a better fit. It's like, shut up. No, he's not. Russell Westbrook was amazing last year, average triple-double. But I do like Dinwiddie next to Beal. I think that's a very good pairing. KCP, Trez, and Kuz all on the team too. I think that's a nice pickup, because you fill in someone who's not in a huge downgrade from Russ, but you also get that package from the Lakers. They picked up Aaron Holiday too, who I really, really like as a backup point guard, and drafted Corey Kispert. The only thing I want them to do is get off that Bertans contract, because I mean, it's not worth $80 million, so there's no reason they should be paying them $80 million. But yeah, I think they're winners. Obviously, the Lakers, with all their additions, they're winners. The Bulls, huge offseason for them, getting DeMar, Lonzo, and Caruso. I think that's a very good offseason for them. The Knicks, I think the Knicks had a very nice offseason. Only player they lost was Reggie Bullock, and they add Evan Fournier and Kemba. I think that's very nice, and I like the couple guards that they drafted as well. I think they're buckets. And Milwaukee, Milwaukee is a huge winner as well. They added Rodney Hood. They brought back George Hill. I think they made some nice additions to the team this year to try and repeat, and I really think they can. Losers, Portland, just the dumbest team I've seen out there. I mean, your star wants out, and all you do in the offseason is give Norman Powell $90 million and sign Cody Zeller. Like that's your big move.
Cody Zeller's a game changer. Don't you dare.
He says in a press conference, we need to make some moves. We need to go get some guys. And you took that as he wants Cody Zeller. That's what you took that as. Portland lost. They suck. Dallas, I mean, all you did was give Tim Hardaway $75 million, which I like. I like that signing, but nothing else. Like, it's just going to be the same thing with Luka until they do something about that roster. In Philly, didn't do anything. I think the losers are just teams that didn't get better. I think if you at least added some pieces, if you're a better team than you were last year, but none of those teams.
That was the thing I was going to say. I feel like a lot of teams got better this offseason. Like, yeah, and it was different, and it was different teams too. Like, yeah, I feel like the teams that get better is always the same ones. Like, oh, look, the Lakers took this person, or the Clippers now have this person as well, and Golden State signed another superstar player. And this year it was like the Bulls who have been
Charlotte
bad.
Got good.
Yeah, like Charlotte got better. The Bulls got better, who haven't been good in a while. The Knicks got better, like you said. I mean, yeah, they did make the playoffs. Yes, Miami got better. Like, it could be a fun season. It really could be.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll actually watch it this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my only loser teams that didn't do shit. So Portland, Dallas, and Philly are losers.
All right, Josh. You all good?
I'm good.
All right, we'll move on to the NFL world now. Listen, I don't know if you guys know what today is. Do you know what today is, Josh?
Today is August 9th.
Okay.
2021.
I believe we are I believe we're a month and like a couple days maybe, or just a month exact away from the NFL season starting.
What do you mean? Panthers play this Sunday.
All right, listen, calm down. Let's calm down. Yes, because we're a month away. The first game is September 9th.
I've never been more hyped for a football season. Like, this season's gonna be great.
We kick it off with the Cowgirls and the Buccaneers. Can't wait. Oh, you know what? And Josh, I know we got some. Actually, no. Let's do the over/under first. We'll do the over/under first, and then it's not on here, but I got to talk about it real quick. So let's do this over/under.
Yeah, I got a couple of your boys. Well, they're all touchdown totals for this upcoming season.
Okay.
You know, the man that you think is, just the best quarterback in the league after 1 year, Josh Allen.
I don't think he's best in the league, by the way, but that's fine.
Over under 34.5.
Over.
Touchdowns. How many do you think he gets this year?
No, you said total, right?
Passing touchdown.
Oh, it's passing. See, that changes it. Ooh.
Do you still think he gets up to 34?
I mean, like, I can see it, but I mean, like, 34 is still a very, very good season for anybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I mean he's.
I mean, I don't. You know what? I will go over, and it's not just because I like Josh Allen. It's because they added two. Zach Moss Zach Moss added like 15 pounds of muscle apparently. Mm-hmm. So maybe the running game is a little bit better, which means the play action can be better. They added Emmanuel Sanders to that receiving core that was already very underrated. I feel like nobody looked at that. So, you add Emmanuel Sanders to Stephon Diggs. You add that to Cole Beasley if he decides he's actually going to play, Mr. Anti-Vaxxer himself. Dawson, is it Dawson Knox, the tight end? Or is that?
Yes, sir. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, some people are, falling in love with him as well. So, hey, I will go over. Give me like a solid 38.
38. I mean, I could see it. I could definitely see it if they repeat what they did last year. Darren Waller, over under 7.5 touchdowns.
I got to go over. I have to. I feel like it because I think they're – see, that's the thing too. The Raiders, don't get me wrong, not making the playoffs, not winning the division, nothing. But I feel like people think that they're like terrible, and I don't think they're going to be terrible.
No, I mean, their skill positions they're kind of stacked. I mean, if Henry Ruggs can be the receiver he's supposed to be for them, I mean, they got Josh Jacobs back there. Derek Carr is not the worst.
Derek Carr is not bad, bro. I don't know how many times I have to tell this to people. Derek Carr is not bad. He is not the problem.
It's the O-line. It's that O-line that they just mess up.
And their defense is dog shit.
Yeah, but I mean, their skill guys on offense are very good. So I agree with you. I think over. I think they put up a lot.
Because I think if they have to have success, it has to be through him.
Yeah, it's got to be putting up numbers. That's kind of like how Russ was with the Seahawks. Like they got to put up numbers.
Oh yeah,
to win games. And then Nick Chubb over under 11.5 touchdowns.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a high number.
That's a very high number.
Having Kareem Hunt back there.
That's what that's the thing. I think I go under.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a very run heavy team, so is it possible? Hell yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Especially after he just signed that nice 3-year contract. But that's a smart thing by Chubb too. Sign that 3-year contract, and he'll be eligible for another contract while he's still in his prime. That's what we like to call good business. But I would go under just because of Kareem Hunt. Obviously, he's super talented as well. We obviously know like the things he struggled with off the field, but on the field, I mean, I feel like people forget how nasty he was in Kansas City, and he would still be. He's a starter on literally every team.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Besides, like what the Titans, Panthers,
Vikings,
Giants,
Saints. I mean, just the teams that have top tier running backs. Other than that, he's starting everywhere. But that's it. Those are the only 3.
All right, and like I said, it's not on here, but I have to get into it real quick. I feel like it's an important thing. Josh, are you aware of the Dak Prescott situation going on?
No.
He's having a little bit of a shoulder problem.
Oh, man.
So he's a little sore in the shoulder area. And the reason it's concerning is it's a baseball injury. So it's weird. Like, this is an injury you see out of baseball players. Like, Jerry Jones came out and said that they had to ask the Texas Rangers doctors how to treat it.
Really?
They were like, what the hell is going on? Like, how do we treat this? They asked the Texas Rangers, what's going on, Skura? But Dak's having a little problem. I mean, he's doing some light tosses apparently, but he went out, I believe, like a week ago during practice with some shoulder soreness, and it's just like light throws, and they said it could take like he's going to take off the next full 5 weeks to recover, and they're trying. A lot of people are trying to like not make it a big deal. I feel like that's a big deal.
Yeah,
like how is that just swept under the rug that first of all, that your own team doesn't know how to treat it? Yeah. I understand it's a baseball injury, but what kind of doctors you got that don't know how to? Come on, but you're gonna take the next 5 weeks to make sure you're good. Like,
and even if he's just doing,
you're not worried about that.
Even if it's just light throws, that's something you do when you reach towards the end of the 5 weeks. To be doing that, and they're like, it's still going to be like 5 weeks, kind of shows that they don't really know, like how long.
They don't know. They asked the Rangers what to do.
That's bad news. Hey, I love Ben DiNucci. Let's get that man back in the starting job. So,
my Italian brother and I would assume. Oh, yeah. That sounds way too Italian to not be Italian. So
no, it's gotta be.
But yeah, I just thought we would throw that out there, considering the Cowboys are opening up the season.
Gabagool is a word I had not heard.
Oh yes, the gabagool.
I mean, I love it. I love this premise, man. I'm not even halfway through the first season. I love it.
It's fantastic television. I'm disappointed in myself. It took so long to watch it. I really am. Well, Matt, what is this? What are we doing here? We speaking in tongues?
Yeah,
did you just put a curse on me, or what's going on?
Get that off the screen, Connie. What the hell, bro?
Like, I don't even know what that is. I'm a little nervous now.
Someone check on that, bro.
Oh God, did you say something? Italy. For DiNucci. What? Listen, you know what, Matt? You do you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, Josh, let's argue. We're gonna do we're doing our top 5 wide receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs. Oh, no, I didn't do not quarterbacks. Wide receivers, running backs, tight ends.
I was about to have to make my quarterback because I was like, all right.
That is my bad. Oh, okay. It was the Italian flag emoji, but it didn't pop up like that in the comments. Okay, Matt.
Okay.
Now,
okay, we see you.
All right.
We see you.
I understand now. Because that freaked me out a little bit. Got a little scared. Thought I was being cursed.
Why is that the translation?
That's
an emoji to.
That's the question. Like now, Josh, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even make a list, but I got it in my head, and I'm pretty confident in it. But I'll let you go first. Well, what do you want? What position you want to start with?
We'll start with running backs.
Running backs? Okay, go.
Do you want me to go 5 to 1 or 1?
No, go 5 to 1. You got to go 5 to 1, I feel. More suspense that way.
5, I'm going with Nick Chubb. I think he's right there. I think it's just the fact that these other guys have been doing it a little bit longer, and but he's top 5 running back. Number 4, I have Dalvin Cook. I think him and Chubb are kind of something you could swap because I originally had Cook 5, Chubb 4, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. Both dudes very good running backs. 3, I have Alvin Kamara. I think he does everything out there. Very talented. Basically he's going to carry the Saints this year. So number 2, I have Christian McCaffrey. In every game he did play, the games he did play up until injury, he had 2 touchdowns in every game. So he's still that guy. And then number 1, Mr. 2K, Derrick Henry. Can't not have him as the best running back.
Yeah, that's a fair statement. That is fair. All right. You know, I basically, I'm not going to lie, I almost have the same list. Almost. But I would go with Cook at 5. I do love me some Dalvin Cook. He was absolutely fantastic last year. But I love me some Nick Chubb a little bit more. And like you said, they're kind of interchangeable, so it's respectable. No big arguments there. I go with Alvin Kamara at 3 as well. Come on. The man's an animal. But listen, I'm going to show a little bit more respect to your guy than you showed. I'm going to put Derrick Henry at 2. Okay. Mr. Christian McCaffrey at number 1. Now listen, let me be full honesty here. McCaffrey is also my favorite player, not on the Patriots. That is also not Tom Brady, of course, because that one doesn't count.
I did not know that. Why have I never heard that?
Really, you didn't know that?
I did not know.
Oh no, I love McCaffrey. Absolutely love him.
Oh man, Tony.
Love the man. I want his jersey so bad, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Same. I want the blue one.
And them bitches because I want a good one.
Yeah, no. See, here's the thing too. All right, see, we'll get into a Yankee game story right now. I went to the Yankee game, and you remember our good friend Mr. Don LaGreca that we interviewed.
Absolutely, good close friend of the show.
And one day he went on a rant because the Yankees are the only franchise that don't have the names of their players on their jersey. It's just their number. That's the historic thing with them, blah blah blah. Besides the pinstripes. And I have a Derek Jeter jersey, but it has the Jeter on the back. I got it when I was like 10 years old. My parents bought it for me. Big deal for me, blah, blah, blah. But I am now scared. I refuse to ever buy a jersey with a name on the back for the Yankees now. Hey, let me tell you something. I went to this Yankee game on Sunday, and I felt kind of elite because I saw a lot of people with the names on the back. And I'm like, you know what? I got a nice authentic one. Now, listen, do you spend more money? You're absolutely right. You spend more money. But you know what? Hey. But so I want a nice authentic McCaffrey jersey. I ain't buying listen, I found this one on the side of the street in Chinatown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those things are pricey. Like I'll probably get one to put behind. Like, because I do have a lot of authentic ones, but I do have some very cheap ones too. And I mean, this is for decoration. I can be able to tell. But I mean, like, if I'm gonna get one that I'm gonna wear to games and stuff like that, it's gotta be authentic. I'm not wearing it.
Can I also say this? Football jerseys, third tier comfortability.
I mean,
they are very uncomfortable.
Sports. Yeah, it's tough to wear them, dude. Like, it's like
let me tell you something. I can make a fit with my baseball jerseys so easily. Like my outfits, fire. My baseball. See, I would go with baseball jerseys top because you can wear an undershirt and then the jersey over it,
right? Yeah.
Or you can just wear the jersey. You know what I mean? And then basketball jerseys, and then football, and then
jerseys with the hoodie. Yeah, that's undefeated.
Listen, basketball jerseys with anything. I mean, if you're fit, you can wear with long nothing sleeve underneath.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to experience that, but that's a different story. But yeah, all right. So we basically got the same list, same players, I should say, just different orders. Now, we did leave somebody off that some people might argue about with Mr. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I thought about that. I haven't seen enough yet.
I don't blame you. I was all in on Saquon his first year. Second year, it was, a little iffy. And then last year was his third year where he got injured.
Yeah.
And this is his fourth now. Listen, if you want to go pure talent, then maybe he's up there.
Yeah.
If you want to go pure talent, he could be number one. He might be the most athletic one out there. But, I mean, the Giants' offensive line is not that good. And as much as a running back, can make an offensive line look good, it can be the other way too. It really can be. You can go from being a great running back with let's look at Le'Veon Bell. Man was unstoppable for that, the time with the Steelers. Goes to the Jets. Who's Le'Veon Bell? Don't even know who he is anymore. So, listen, things change on a dime here. But you know what, Josh? Let's go to I want to go to the tight ends because, I got a little flack for putting a tight end on my top 10 player list. So I want to go to tight ends. So, Josh, I'll have you started off again.
Yeah, I'm still kind of battling. Well, no, I'm not. I think TJ Hawkinson, I'm going to go him at 5. He's shown a lot. I think he can still be better than what he is right now. He's a pretty high pick in the draft by the Lions. I think he has a lot of room to grow, but I do think he's been very good in his career so far. Before I'm going Mark Andrews. He's the number one option outside of Lamar Jackson on the Ravens. He's been very good for them. Number 3, I'm going Darren Waller. His comeback story is, first off, one of the best of all time. And what he's capable of on the field, dude's just a beast out there, basically a receiver in a tight end's body, just dominating everything. See, this is where we're going to disagree.
Yeah, because all right, let's full transparency here. I have the same first ones. Like that would be my order as well. Now you know what, Josh? Before we get into the argument, I just looked up a list that Pro Football Focus put out. Now listen, let me tell you something. I really do think Kyle Pitts is going to be very good. Very good. They have him ranked 4th.
See, that's just
as the best tight end coming into this season.
That is setting him up for failure. Just
4th?
To already have him in top 4. Like, he hasn't even played a snap. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know the tight ends aren't stacked like they they were in like the 2010s and stuff. But come on, bro. Fourth for a guy who's not even caught a pass in the league yet.
Yeah, that's.
And listen, I like Kyle Pitts too, but he's got to put some muscle
a bold
on.
statement.
Cam Jordan wasn't lying when he said that man ain't blocking nothing. He's not going to be out here run blocking.
Wait, who did he say that about?
Cam Jordan said that. Kyle Pitts got it. He's tiny, bro. He said he's tiny. I agree with that. I mean, Kyle Pitts, that's bullshit, right? You can't put him that high. Dude hasn't even played it down.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
But our top two, I have Kittle 2, Kelsey 1, second leading receiver in the league last year. Beast. Kittle, I love Kittle. I have no problem with you having him at 1. No problem at all. But, I'm a Kelsey guy, bro. I am a Travis Kelsey guy. That man is a beast. He's been doing it for such a long time. He's my best tight in the league.
See, here's my thing. I don't have a problem with you putting Kelsey 1 either. I disagree with it, but I don't have a problem. Like, there's a difference between disagreements and having a problem with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Kelsey is like I think he's the first tight end in NFL history to have like 5 1,000-yard seasons, and he did them 5 years in a row. So, I mean, listen, he's next level. He has full debate to be in the GOAT conversation. He really does. And I feel like people don't say that about him. Which is, I feel like, is kind of weird that he's not in that conversation.
Because, Tony Gonzalez and Gronk are, Gronk,
listen, I'll forever, listen, biased Patriot fan, don't care what anybody says. Gronk's the best tight end ever.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's
like,
tough.
Because here's the thing, too. And, like, here's my thing with Gronk, with that whole situation. Like, Tony Gonzalez played for a very long time and was talented. Kelsey is obviously very talented. He might play for a long time as well. I still don't think there was ever a player as dominant as Gronk at his position.
No.
Like, there was literally nothing they could do. Because that was before the, like, hybrid linebacker where if you put a linebacker on him, he's outrunning him. You put a safety on him, he just goes over the top and bodies them. So, like, I felt like there was nobody ever as dominant as him. Like, Kelsey's very good, obviously, but I mean, there's also like 4 options on that team. So he's being left one-on-one sometimes. Gronk was, I saw a play where Gronk was triple teamed. Like, they were pulling the Calvin Johnson on the man. Shout out Megatron 2 going into the Hall of Fame, baby.
Imagine if Gronk was on a diet and cared about his longevity in the career. Dude was partying all the time, just out here knowing, hey, I got me and Tom Brady about to do this thing like every.
No, he was like, yo, listen, why would I not party? I'm going to go to a Super Bowl anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He's still dominated in the regular season almost every week. I mean, I agree Gronk is the GOAT, but you can't underplay what Tony Gonzalez did either. I mean, that dude did not ever have a top-tier quarterback, so he definitely deserves his play. And he's second all-time in yards, right? Receiving yards.
Who?
I think Tony Gonzalez is second. Tony Gonzalez, I think he's second all time in receiving yards. Jerry Rice.
Oh, no. I don't think that's
pretty sure
right.
Tony Gonzalez. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure Tony Gonzalez is. No, I'm pretty sure that's why he's thought of as the GOAT before Gronk, because he is second all time receiving yards as a tight end.
I'm gonna need a fact check on this one.
I'm working on it.
But all right. So my argument. Let me give my argument for Kittle. Now I think he can do everything that Kelsey can do catching the ball. In fact, I think he's probably faster than him.
No, I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong. But he's 6. That's still very high for a tight end.
Is he really?
He's 6 all time. Behind Isaac Bruce, Larry Fitz, and other guys like that. But 6 for tight end is very
that's
high.
not bad. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I just put Kittle number 1 because he's a great blocker. And like it's a known thing that Kelsey is not not much of a blocker. And Kittle just is. So I say that Kittle's better just because he has the blocking. Plus, I think he can do everything Kelsey can do on, the actual receiving side of the ball. And I still do think Kittle's probably faster than him as well. I mean, Kittle be moving sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, when he first came out, like his come out party where he just was dominating games, that dude looked fast. Like, he looked very fast. I would definitely say he's probably faster than Kelsey.
No, I'm trying to find this stupid list that ESPN came out for our next segment, and I can't find it. But whatever. You know what? I'm going to get to it when I have to get to it. Now we do our wide receivers. And I don't think this is going to be I don't think this is too difficult either. But Josh, go ahead once again.
Really?
I don't think it's that hard.
Well, I'm going first every time. You go first.
See, I make you go
because you can go on my list. I'll go.
Yeah. That's what I feel like if I go first, I'm going to leave a name out, and then I'm going to look stupid.
I'm having a very tough time at 5. There's 3 guys I've been deciding between.
Okay, let's hear.
Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Allen Robinson. Those are 3 guys. Because I think Diggs this past year put himself there, but what Keenan Allen's been doing I'm going Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is 5.
Okay.
Shout out Allen Robinson and Diggs, though. Both amazing receivers. But I'm going Keenan Allen at 5. I think he's the most underrated receiver in the league.
I can agree with that. I feel like nobody cares about Keenan Allen, and it kind of disgusts me. But you know what, Josh?
Pro Football Focus.
Josh, wait, hold on.
Let's
keep it. No, hold on. Keep it that way because I can keep stealing him in fantasy, bro. Bro, I be stealing Keenan Allen like 6th round.
We could scream it from the mountaintops. We could have 5 billion people see it, and he'd still be just undervalued. It's stupid.
We'll keep undervaluing him because he's helping me win championships, baby.
I feel like, all right, I'm going Tyreek Hill at 4. I think he's very, very good. It's just, I mean, there's kind of a limit to what you can use him in, but he's still, a top-tier receiver in the league. Going Julio Jones at 3. I still love Julio. Unfortunately, he only played about 9 games last year. I think he's a huge addition to the Titans. I don't think he's going to put up the numbers he was, when he was dominating the league for so long, but he is still that guy. Going DeAndre Hopkins at 2. I think he's going to make Kyler Murray, what he can be, like his highest potential. That's going to be what Hopkins does. And Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league, man.
All right.
Allen, Hill, Julio, Hopkins, Devontae.
All right, we will disagree a little bit then.
Shout out DJ Moore, though.
Not much, but we will. Because I would go 5, I would go Tyreek Hill. Now, I am notoriously not as high on him, as other people are.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's kind of a speed threat, and that's about it. And I think once that goes away, it's kind of, bye-bye career, unlike other people who can kind of stick around. So I'll go with Tyreek Hill 5. Now, this is where it might, like you said, you made the argument for him, but I would go with Diggs at 4.
Yeah,
I'm a big Diggs guy, especially because he helped me win a fantasy championship last year. But other than that, I don't know. I just always liked Diggs. He was just always solid, from Minnesota. Obviously, his coming out party kind of with the Bills and making Josh Allen, $150 million guaranteed. Most by an NFL contract ever, which will probably soon be overtaken by Lamar Jackson because that's just how contracts go. But yeah, I don't know. Diggs is just great. He has some unbelievable hands, so I would have to go with him. And then I agree with you with the top 3. I would go Julio, Hopkins, and then Devontae Adams. Now, and here's my other thing too. If somebody wanted to sit here and put Hopkins at 1, I also would not argue with you. I'm not arguing with you.
I wouldn't.
I see. I had Hopkins at 1 for a couple years, especially after that year he put up like 1,200 yards with 4 different quarterbacks. I was like, all right, bro, like really, how are you not going to put him there? But hey, not bad. So we didn't even argue. Look at that, Josh. Look at us being grown adults.
Well, listen, shout out Michael. I love Michael, but he would have said some crazy. I feel like he would have had some random players.
Oh, you know what?
He forgot.
I didn't even read Michael's list off. Good thing you said that. I gotta. Oh, all right. Here we go. Look, I got his list here. That I remember he sent it last week and we didn't even do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for running backs, Michael had Chubb, Jones. Is that Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones. See, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers.
Whoa.
Okay. Who do you leave off?
Holy shit. Number 3, he has Dalvin Cook. Number 2, he has Kamara. And 1, he has Henry.
So Christian McCaffrey just died.
Oh, man.
Just.
Maybe I should have invited him back over.
Michael.
Oh, no. Michael, I might need you back on the show.
Michael.
Wide receivers, we have A.J. Brown at 5. We have Diggs at 4.
I love Michael.
Hopkins at 3. Hill at 2. And Adams at 1.
I love Michael.
So no Julio.
AJ Brown, man. Come on. I love AJ Brown. Come on.
And then tight ends, he has Dallas Goedert at 5.
Hey,
he has Waller at 4. He has Kittle at 3.
No, I'm done, bro.
Mark Andrews at 2. And 1 is Kelsey.
Michael.
Oh, boy.
Hey, that's his opinion on it. It's his opinion. I'm sure he has valid arguments for Christian McCaffrey not being better than Aaron Jones. I'm sure there's some very valid argument out there for it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Dallas Goedert? Isn't he tight end 2?
Nah, he's tight end 1 now because
Ertz still there.
Yeah, they never traded him.
For now, he's still there. So I mean, Ertz is probably getting that started.
Oof, wow, that was a hard list to read.
Was.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know what? Hey, everybody has their opinions.
Looks having a bad dream.
Oh yeah,
he's good now. He was running. I don't know what from.
I've been running. All right. You know what? I can't find this stupid list that ESPN came out with, and it's annoying me very much. Let's see if Twitter can help the kid out.
Have you ever, like when you leave the house while you're looking for lists, when you leave the house, feel like, dang, did I lock the door?
Oh, absolutely.
You remember? I left the other day, and I couldn't remember if I shut the door, if I even closed it.
You know what? Can I
so scared.
Can I say something that might go over very bad with PETA?
What?
I left for work Friday, and my parents were on vacation, so I'm here alone. And
party at Connie's.
Yeah, I don't like enough people to have a party. Trust me. And my brother had drill this weekend. You know, shout out the Air National Guard, baby, USA, right?
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, shout out the bro. And him and his girlfriend came down because his girlfriend went to the Yankee game with us. So she went to my nan's house. My brother was at drill, and I left for work. Totally forgot that my cat was outside.
Hey man, that's
so
tough,
from 1 to 7, she was outside. Listen,
what? Does she like to be outside?
Oh no, loves it. Absolutely loves it. Okay. In fact, she'll wake me up. You know, first of all, I should already be awake at 11 o'clock, but I'm not. You know, she'll wake me up or things like that. Scratch out my door. Let me tell you something. If I walk out of my room anytime between 8 o'clock to the rest of the day, and she's not outside, she's meowing in my face trying to go outside. So it's not like I left her outside and she hates it and she would had a heart attack being outside. It's just that I felt kind of bad that she was outside for 6 hours and had no opportunity to get in.
No, that's definitely a big miss by you. But I mean, it's summer. She was enjoying it, so it could have been, if it was dead winter and you told me you did this, I'd be like, "Connie, you're a terrible human being."
That would have been
being
fair.
outside.
That is fair.
Just the fact that she enjoys it, it's okay. It's not acceptable, but we'll let it slide.
We'll accept it. I literally still cannot find this list.
What list are you looking for?
It's the power index that they came out with. ESPN, NFL. Let's go with FPI list. Football Power Index.
What is like? Is it like?
Hold on, I might be onto something here. All right, I think I'm onto something. Okay, good. I am. I have figured it out. Now, Josh, what top 3 teams do you think they have ranked on their power index? What do you think the top 3 teams are?
The top 3 teams in the league, just overall?
Yeah. What do you think they have?
Probably Bucks, Chiefs. Bills, probably. I mean,
you were so close. You were so close. They actually have it Chiefs, Bucks, Bills. Now, Josh, would you like to know where your Carolina Panthers are in their ranking?
28.
No, you're not giving them enough credit, Josh. They're 23rd.
No, I'm going off what they think. I think 23rd is a nice ranking for us, actually. I think that's ranking.
The Falcons are below you. The Raiders are below you.
See, that's what I'm looking for. I'm getting tired of this bullshit when I see the Jags above us. That's what I'm getting tired of.
Don't worry, Jacksonville is below you. They're at 29, so you're good.
See, that's usually where we are. That we're like.
Josh, who do you think is last?
The Jets?
No, the Jets are actually 30th.
It's got to be Detroit.
You're wrong again. They're 31.
Okay, then it's got to be the Giants? No, it can't be the Giants.
Come on, Josh. I feel like this one's pretty easy.
I'm going through divisions and I can't think. No clue. Tell me. No clue.
No, you're going to be very mad when I tell you. That's why.
Okay. So let's go through the NFC. I've already said the Lions.
I'll give you a hint. It's an AFC team.
Okay, it's an AFC team. Who just picked? If it's not the Jags and it's not the Jets, who else just picked a quarterback? Well, no. Who's it?
They also didn't pick a quarterback.
What position did they pick?
I don't know what position they picked in the draft, but I'm trying to.
Do they have a quarterback?
They have one.
They have one. Seattle, Cincinnati.
No.
God damn it. An AFC. It's so obvious.
It is very obvious.
I'm blanking on teams now. Now
you want the team?
Teams. Give me the division. I want to get the team right.
You already said one of the teams in their division.
I said a lot of teams. New England?
No, at 32, bro. Come on.
They won't put them. I'm just thinking. It's not.
Wrong division.
It's not. Okay. Are they in the same division as? Well, then it has. No, because. Okay, what? You already said the Raiders are below us, but are they last?
No, they are not. Wrong division again.
Okay, but it can't be a team in the AFC in the North because that's
no, Pittsburgh. It can't be. You got one division left.
So the only other what is the other division?
The AFC South.
And is that the Jacksonville division?
Yup.
And that is it Miami?
Miami's in the East, but nice try there, bud.
Oh, they are in the East. Who is in that division?
Oh boy, okay. This is embarrassing at this point.
It is Jacksonville. It's got to be Jacksonville.
It's not.
Final answer, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville is actually number 29. the worst team in the league, according to the Football Power Index, is the Houston Texans.
Duh. God, I just couldn't.
I told you.
God,
Yeah.
I couldn't think of teams. I literally could not think of teams.
The Houston Texans are at number 32.
It makes sense. That makes complete sense.
Yes, it does.
God, man.
Now, Josh, where do you think my New England Patriots are?
14?
Higher, actually.
9?
So close.
10?
Ah, there we go. We are at number 10. Now, Josh, do you want to hear the list?
Yes, I need to hear
All right.
now,
We'll do this. We'll knock this out. We got Chiefs, number 1. Bucks 2. Bills 3. Number 4, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Number 5, we got the Green Bay Packers. Number 6, and God, is this weird to say, the Cleveland Brownies, baby. We have the Rams at 7. The Niners are at 8. The Seahawks are at 9. Then we got the Pats at 10. Tennessee is at 11. Miami Dolphins are at 12. We got the Colts at 13. Saints at 14. We have the first NFC East team at number 15. Then we got the Vikings 16, Steelers 17, Chargers at 18, Broncos at 19, Washington is at 20. 21 is Cardinals, Chicago Bears at 22, your Panthers at 23, the Falcons 24, Raiders 25, the Giants are 26, Bengals 27, the Philadelphia Eagles at 28, Jacksonville at 29, finished off by the Jets at 30, Lions at 31, and the Texans, after a long, hard thinking job by Josh, at 32.
Miami is very high.
See, that's the thing, too. A lot of people are falling in love with Miami, and I don't know if I just don't see it yet, but I don't see it. I don't.
I mean, I think just because, you look
like apparently their special teams and defense is supposed to be out of this world. And listen, let me tell you something. Another thing, Josh, I'm sorry. I know it's a part of the game. I swear to God, they overrate special teams in the NFL. People are like, oh, their special teams is great. Like, oh, good, they can punt it far. Like, I understand that matters, but like, bro.
Right. I think if you have a good special teams, like a good kicker that can make
it doesn't hurt
now. Right, but if you have a terrible special teams, it doesn't impact you as much as if it's very good. Like, if you have a bad special teams, okay, like you're gonna mess up on some plays, but they're not there enough to have that huge of an impact on the game. Except for, we say that, but then we watch Cody Parkey kick field goals. But Miami being that high, with how dumb their front office is, and not even knowing if they have a quarterback.
See, that's my thing too. How are you that? No. See here. All right. So here's my thing. Right. How do you have them at 12 when I feel like they aren't sure about their quarterback, but Washington is at 20?
That's confused. Like
Washington at 20 is disrespectful to me.
Because Fitzpatrick, he's going to do his thing out there. Like, you know what he's going to do. And that defense, I like Washington's defense way more than I like Miami.
I would take Washington's defense damn near almost anybody.
Like, I love Xavier Howard, but he's outside of him. There's
Washington's defense has like 7 first-round picks on the D line.
That front line is nasty. And Landon Collins back there too. It's. I don't get that at all.
And then here's another one I think is disrespectful. Listen, and I think I'm kind of high in them. I have them making the playoffs. There's no way the Chargers are 18, bro.
No, that's also stupid. There's no reason Miami should be 12 and Washington should not be in the top 20. They shouldn't be 20.
They should be in the top 15.
I'm taking the Chargers and Washington over Miami without a doubt. That's just.
Yo, Perry, did you know that your Cowgirls are ranked number 15 in the ESPN Power Index? Just letting you know. And see, here's my thing too. I think Washington's better than Dallas. And there's a 5-team disparity there. Now, listen. All right, so I'll give you like
Riverboat Ron gets it done.
Like, I don't know how they actually like calculate this.
They don't. But they say they do, but it's just stupid guys.
It's weird though, because like, all right, so Kansas City, offensive component of FBI, offense contribution to expected point margin. So Kansas City has a 5.8 for offense and a 0.7 for defense, and then a 0 for special teams.
What does that mean? Like,
all right, no, but just listen to that. And they're number 1.
I hate these advanced metrics,
bro. But here's my thing. Bro. How does the Bucks have a 2.9 for offense?
Like, out of what? Out of what?
I don't know what it's out of, but how does Kansas City have a 5.8 and the Bucks have a 2.9 when the Bucks, everybody looks as like probably one of the best offense, if not the second best offense in the league, and there's a 2.9 disparity.
Yeah, see, I hate those stupid ass numbers that they try to. I mean, no.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That is technically actually no. And then how do the Packers have a 3.2 offense? How is the Packers offense better than the Bucks offense? The Browns have a 3.1. Yeah, Tom Brady's better, so it don't even matter.
Monte Adams, Robert Tonyan,
Gronk, OJ Howard, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Leonard Fournette,
Ronald Jones, Giovanni Bernard. I mean, dude, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Keyshawn Vaughn. I'm very puzzled here. But yeah, I don't know. There are some glaring issues with this list, I feel. Listen, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bengals are 27. Like, don't get me wrong. Their offensive line, dog shit. It really is. But you're telling me that they're not better than the Giants? I think they're better than the Falcons.
Yeah.
I think they'll be better than the Raiders. Especially because the Raiders play in a hard division.
I think that right now they're probably better than us. Like right now,
yeah.
We don't even. I mean, they got a quarterback. They got a guy. We don't know if Sam Darnold's that guy.
Here's my other thing. The Saints are not 14, bro.
Not anymore. Not. I mean,
listen. I'm telling you right now, and I'll sit here and argue this all day. Jameis Winston is not good. And Taysom Hill is not an NFL quarterback. So don't give me that. Don't do it.
That's why they drafted Ian Book.
Yeah? Well, he better get to playing.
I hope he does, man. I mean, I love me some Jameis. But I don't know. I mean, unless it's just if they still had good receivers and Michael Thomas wasn't going to be out for weeks, then I'd be like, yeah, I could see them at 14, but that team, outside of that defense, that offense sucks.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, it's
kind of sucked last year, honestly.
See, like, here's my thing. I feel like they got the top 10 very, very well.
Yeah.
Like Kansas City, Tampa, Buffalo, Ravens, Packers, Browns, Rams, Niners, Seahawks, Patriots.
Yeah, I like that top.
Like, I think that my only beef, I feel like I would put the Seahawks higher than the Niners? Maybe.
I love how they go with, because the only reason Green Bay and Seattle are in the top 10 is because of their quarterbacks. But then when you get past the top 10, it's like they don't give a
shit. It's like quarterbacks don't matter.
Like Miami and New Orleans are that high. And yeah, that just.
Bro. The Broncos are 19. What did Drew Lock do last year to be 19? And their backup is Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate those lists. I always get aggravated at those lists because they're so inconsistent and stupid.
But it's a great thing to talk about, so you got to bring it up.
It is. That's sport. That's the beautiful thing about sports. You hate something, but you'll talk about it for.
Absolutely, because there's nothing like arguing. There's nothing like calling somebody an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Thoroughly enjoy. ESPN, give me a damn job already, would you please?
Yeah, come on now.
Because my list would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Just like me.
I don't think mine would have. Mine would have been very controversial.
Yeah, you probably had the Panthers at 1.
No, probably I'm 19. So
I can't wait for the season to start though. Like I just need it to happen already. I'm so very ready for the NFL season. Don't get me wrong, loving baseball right now, especially because the Yankees are actually playing good. So it's more fun to watch when
How many wins they got?
I believe they're at the 60 mark.
How many games? Like, are we close to?
I think they
hitting this. Are we hitting this over, Connie? That's
probably
what I'm asking.
Not. Damn. What was the over?
When I did it, it was 93 and a half.
Yeah, they'd have to go on quite the run because I think that there's there's probably like 55 games left. So I think they're 60 and 49. Let me look. Let me look for you, Josh. They are they're 61 and 50 actually. So what? Do the math here, Josh. How many games is that?
I don't know. How many games are in a
162.
And there's 61.
So they're at 111 games right now, actually. 111.
So they got 51 games left?
Yes.
So they need to go on they need to have a nice run towards the end of the season.
Yeah. So. Hey, listen. Anything's possible. Shout out KG.
So. I'm rooting for it.
I'm rooting for it too. Because that means I would be a very happy man.
Me as well.
Josh,
hey, listen, you know what's beautiful? I put $5 on whenever Tim Tebow signed with Jacksonville for him to just catch a pass from Trevor Lawrence. $80 payout for $5.
Just one pass.
Just to catch a pass. And
there's no way that doesn't happen.
I'm seeing some. He caught that touchdown, man.
I did see that.
That made me so happy. I'm like, the man is not.
Bro, listen. Here's the thing. Here's where there's a chance for that. It's the simple fact that I could not name you a single tight end on the Jags.
No, bro. It's just,
I didn't even know that they had a tight end position on the team.
No, they have Tyler Eifert, I think, still.
Do they? I didn't even know Tyler Eifert was still alive.
But Urban Meyer's getting Tebow the ball week 1 at some point just because.
Hey.
Just because.
Why not?
I'll be so happy. I'm just going to watch the Jags game just because of that. That's going to be so happy.
You know what, Josh? I've come to an executive decision as well. Would you like to hear it?
I thought, okay, yeah.
What? No, what'd you think?
I mean, what kind of executive decision? I didn't know he was running things around here. I'm assistant to the regional manager. That's what this is.
Listen, but I think it's an Listen, I only make executive decisions that I think you would like as well. So it's fine. We always put the breakdown of a division at the end of the doc.
Because so you wanted to do that. You
No. Listen, I know I did. Home run? Or did he catch that? Did he catch that? What happened? Where's the ball? Bro, this man just hit a foul ball home run and then just hit a triple in the exact same spot. Like literally the exact same spot. That was very weird. But anyway, I think instead of putting it at the end of the show like we always do, and then we never get to it because look, it's already an hour and a half. We're not breaking down a division. We're not doing that.
It's not. We did it once or twice, but that's
so here's the thing. How about just one show a week before the season starts? We break everything down. Maybe we invite a couple guests on the show, and we just go through each division. How do we feel?
I'm trying to think because I think we'd like that had to be the whole show.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Make that the whole show.
But that's when. What date is the first?
The first game of the season.
If that's UFC 266, then we gotta go into.
Let me don't you worry, Josh. I'll tell you right now. It would help if I clicked on the right sport though.
That would be.
It starts on September 9th. It's a Thursday.
I think. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, then we should be able to because I don't think that is when. 266s.
Exactly. We're A-okay.
I hope not. I could be wrong though. But no, we set that up. Yeah, the week before.
Exactly. You know what? I'll put something in the chat. Maybe in a couple weeks, get some people on the show, have a dandy old time.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
See, I told you, I only make executive decisions I think you would agree with.
That's all right. I just don't like the executive.
Listen, you can make executive decisions as well. I'm not the only one I'm not the only decision maker on the show.
All right, you just gave me the green light.
Listen, this is a 50-50 proposition.
I just feel like Dwight Schrute right now, man.
Even though I am on the left side, I'm on the left side.
That's because you're crazy. That's just
I do. Listen, it's because that's how it started. I don't like change. I don't do change very well.
I like being. I'm not having a problem with the right side.
Exactly.
If you read manga,
the hell is that?
It's anime in book form.
I never watched anime in my life, by the way. Unless you count Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra.
It's a beginner anime.
Yeah, well, listen, let me tell you something. Anime. If it's a beginner anime, it's the greatest of all time. I'll take Avatar: The Last Airbender over anything.
We haven't watched everything. So.
Yeah,
I also agree. I agree.
Don't even need to touch. I think that's enough for this episode. It was a great one. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Had a lot of fun today, Josh. How'd you have fun?
It was nice. I enjoyed it.
It was nice,
especially because I'm not sick anymore.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was gonna have a co-host after last week.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to be healthy, guys. Keep your bodies clean,
especially those toes.
God damn it! End it. Just end it.
Josh, what do you have for everybody before we go?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We're doing that giveaway, people.
Sports. Yeah, subscribe, follow Twitter if you want to get in on that Amazon card giveaway.
I'm gonna put out a tweet after the show to remind the people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As for me, exactly. Subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Twitter page, Gen Z Sports. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and everything of that nature. Wow, that umpire just got domed. But yeah, Anthony Conover.
What do you think about the dinger?
Oh yeah, that was an interesting.
Hey, listen, I saw the video of him looking at the mascot, so it's clear he wasn't saying it. But you can't tell me that if I heard that audio and didn't see the video, man.
Yeah. No, I just heard the audio. For people that don't know what we're talking about, there was a incident in Colorado where it sounded like a fan was saying a racial slur about the player at bat, but the mascot is Dinger, and obviously they thought he was saying the racial slur. Yeah, when I heard the audio, I was like, "Wow, what a piece of shit!"
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Oh, he was calling out the mascot." Yeah, okay.
And then I saw him looking at the mascot.
Yeah, so yeah.
But then even after I saw that, I heard it again. I was like, "Nah, I still think he said it." Bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. The first. See, here's the thing. After I heard he was trying to say Dinger, I heard it the first time. But the second time he screams it, it sounds like the other one. So I'm still a little.
I just think it's
on the
funny
fence.
I think it's obvious that he said it just because he's looking at the mascot, and then before he yells it, you can hear him say "Dinger." But then, bro, just hearing the audio, it's like, nah, he said it. It's arrest him.
He said arrest him.
Kick him out.
So. Oh, where's this tweet? I gotta find it. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely on point. Come on. I'm going to find it before we go, I swear. It was like somebody, they were like, we just need to change the name of the word Dinger to something else. And it would just save a lot of trouble. And I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. I was like, that's not a bad tweet. Because it really would, you really would. But whatever. We'll end the show there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for the comments, everything of that nature. And we will see you next Monday.